What I saw after I died in 2016 and other warnings from God. Hello my dear brothers and sisters, welcome to this channel again. Kindly do remember to subscribe if you have not. Let's dive into the testimony. I cover these testimonies with the blood of Jesus. I was never sick. I was passing through affliction and conflicts. I was not a strong Christian that knows more of holiness. At that point, I was returning to my vomit. I was pale and fragile. After I prayed that night and slept in the mid-morning, I found myself floating in the air. The wind carried me and landed in another world. I was shocked and afraid. I realized that I died. I was filled with dread and I began to panic. I saw thousands of souls lining up. A great man sat down and opened a book of record. Revelation 20:11 And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. 12 And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. 15 And whoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. The names he called were ushered to the left-hand side. There were thousands of them. I saw pastors with their big Bibles, G.O.'s wives, workers, and so on. I was shocked. Their sins were labeled on them. The female gospel ministers with makeup, attachments, earrings, trousers, perming of hair, and so on. They all went to the left-hand side in tears and shame, even men of God crying for mercy. It was like a nightmare. I was putting on a white garment but it has some stains there. My sins were written there. I began to cry for mercy. All of a sudden 2 demons came and dragged me to a room. I was shouting. They told me to shut up. I was in chains. Those demons began to laugh and make a mockery of me. They had horns and long tails and filled with hatred. They dragged me to a dark room where they were afflicting souls. It was like a horror movie. I shouted Ancient of Days 3 times. All of a sudden, a great flood of light appeared, and those demons screamed and vanished. I saw Jesus standing before me in sorrow. He's full of glory, the brightness was too much. I could not behold him, for the light and the glory was too much. I began to weep, for he was full of love and compassion and sorrowful. He was staring at me in pity. I pleaded for mercy. He nodded his head. It was when I knew that our minds are the main thing. Our minds have to be pure and clean. 2 Corinthians 10:5 Casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Ephesians 4:22-24 That you put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. 23 And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. 24 And that you put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness. Jesus communicated with me through my heart. He did not speak out. He reproved me, counseled, and warned me. He told me that many of his servants have backslid. They preach false doctrines, they don't preach on holiness. They allow worldliness in the church to please their members in the church and so on. Jesus told me not to be like them, that I should preach the truth, I should be holy, in and out. Those with false hair, the attachment, and worldly things will end up in hell. Jesus told me that there are fake pastors everywhere, even the apostle Ifeani that I thought is genuine is not his servant. Jesus admonished me and told me to go back and preach the truth, and live a holy life, in and out. That was how my soul returned back to my body. I stopped relaxing my hair and using attachments. I had a dream. The angel of God appeared to me and gave me water to wash my hair. As I began to wash my hair, maggots and worms came out of my hair. I was shocked. The angel of God told me that it was those attachments and relaxers that caused it, that many women are in bondage. Those things are from the marine kingdom. They eat the glory of the woman, they hinder prayers and many good things in their lives. They bring constant headache and confusion in their lives. When I saw myself preaching against attachments, makeups, and so on, Jesus appeared and was smiling at me. Beloved, surrender totally to Jesus and stop using Satan's properties because there is no time left. Preachers, preach holiness in and out. Don't pity anyone, hellfire is real. Revelational dreams on believers. Who engage in attachments, female boxers, tight underwear and skirts, tattoos. This is the second time this has happened to me. On October 7, 2020, the Lord wanted to take me to hellfire to show me souls in hell who refused to give up their worldly things to follow Jesus. I saw a porthole, dark and dirty and fearful looking, and a gate that leads to hellfire, but I was afraid. May God have mercy. I was alone. Maybe if the angel of the Lord was around, I would have summoned the courage to go there. Friends, hellfire is real. When we sleep, we may die in our sleep. When we wake up, we thank God. Beloved, what if you sleep today and you did not wake up tomorrow? How will you face your Creator with attachment on your hair? Or wearing trousers as a female or boxers are tight under your skirt? How will you face your Creator with earrings and makeup, lipstick, eye pencil, fake nails, fake lashes, and so on? Do you hate yourself this much to let yourself burn in hellfire day and night? How will you face your Creator with your mini skirts and sexy clothes and sexy pants? How will you face your Creator with the perming of your hair? How will you face your Creator with tattoos and smoking, drinking, committing sexual immorality? How will you face your Creator with your masturbation, watching of pornography? Couples following those evil sex patterns, know ye that whatever you do with your body, you gonna give account. If you die today, where will you spend your eternity? Think about this. There is no time left. Amend your ways before it's too late. Shalom. Warning from God to parents: WHO have sex in the sight of their children. I want to use this opportunity to pass a warning to you that you should be careful with the secret things you do in the presence of your children. I am a servant of God and also a school teacher. God has been revealing many secret things to me. I keep on getting these revelations of children being defiled. Little girls' private parts have injuries, they are no longer virgins, for they have been tampered with by the opposite sex. Mothers, when you check your little daughters, you will know what I am saying. Your little boys are doing what you and daddy usually do in the room. They watch what you guys usually do and they practice it. It's evil for couples to make love in presence of their sleeping children. Some can be watching you with one eye. Put your children in the other rooms. Don't have sex when your children are sleeping in the same room, it's evil. I pity those parents that live in one room, in the night when they are making love, screaming. The child is watching with one eye. You think they are sleeping. The next day, they will practice what you and daddy did in the night. If you cannot afford a flat, divide your room into half, use a curtain, let the children sleep apart in another enclosure, very far from you too. The curtains should be long enough, so they won't understand what is going on, and don't scream when both of you are making love. Husband and wife, are you hearing me? Keep quiet during lovemaking. Stop giving your children dirty thoughts, and stop kissing each other in front of the kids. Both of you should hide and do whatever you guys wanna. Because we teachers are seeing a lot. Be careful. Stop playing romantic movies for the children, stop changing your clothes, or exposing your nakedness in front of the children, be warned. Many times I have little boys and girls playing romance, and the fault is from their parents, be warned. Lastly, mummies, always take your daughters along with you. Don't leave them with your neighbors or friends, always monitor them very well, and be asking them questions about their bodies and kinds of friends they have. Know the kinds of friends they keep. Must you encourage cartoons to your children? Parents, don't allow your children to watch those animations of cartoons, because those things are demons. They make children wayward, stubborn, disobedient, angry, etc. Avoid Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Power Rangers, Tom and Jerry, and so on. Those are demons, those evil spirits enter into the children, to bring strange behaviors. Your child can never be the same. If he or she watches it, those princes and princesses in those cartoons, where this prince is in love with a princess or they are displaying powers, using witchcraft, casting spells, and so on. Please, parents, don't allow your children to watch them. In any way they have watched these cartoons, take them for deliverance. You are covenanting your children with marine spirits. It once happened to me. That cartoon prince is a marine spirit, which enters into a child and marries the child in the dream. That is why you see a child daydreaming of her Prince Charming. This spirit has sex with the child, and the child is in bondage. It takes the grace of God for the child to come out from that marine covenant. This spirit makes children have a sexual appetite. They started with sex in the dream, sex in their mind, then they manifested physically with any child or anyone. They are under curse and bondage. This is what parents contributed to their children. God will judge so many parents. Many parents have destroyed their children through cartoons and sexy dressings. You must avoid those said cartoons.